Back onto the ute tray again, which I'm thoroughly sick of. I've wet sanding this by 800, and I think some of this I might end up wet sanding it with 600. It's pretty dry. It's painted, it's dry, pretty dry in there from just the way the air bounces back. And I don't know, it's a lot of work. So it's coming up all right. It'll look good when I'm done, but it's just a lot of work, and I don't know, I seem to be down on mojo at the moment. So I've miscoated this, and I don't have any black, so I miscoated it with the vermilion fire base, and just very, very fine coat, as you can see. And so anyway, so you can see I've just done those two panels there, and it's a bit hard to reach there at the minute, but I'll get there. And we're going to paint this, all this inside back like that. Plus I'm pretty sure I'm going to paint that section here too at the same time. And so the rest of the painting gets done with it up level, so it'll be a lot easier. It looks a bit close, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm not filming this, I'll bring you back, periodically when I'm, just show you how I'm going, and just sort of progress views. And hopefully in the very near future, for me, not just you, we'll see that to be vermilion fire, and that'll be a hurdle. I'm really hanging to put this thing back together. And although I don't have some parts, if anybody knows, they can give me I wouldn't mind. I don't really have a gearbox for it, is my thing. I have a T5? I think they call it T5. Now this one here. But I think I have to get like a Dello conversion kit and stuff like that, but get a bit low on dough. But it'd be a nice gearbox in that. Has anybody ever fitted one of those in this? I never was believe it or not, you're going to hate me for saying this, I never was a lover of top loader gearboxes and Australian 4-speeds. I always found the external linkages a bit glitchy and grabby. But anyway, cheerio. So just a little bit of a progress update just for a minute. I've done most of there and along there, got a little bit to do around there and the top, so then I'll be pretty right to go. The darker grey spots are just where I've rubbed through a bit and just given a bit of a, but they'll get rubbed off and proper undercoat probably put on later. Just don't want anything nasty little surprises with the weather, because the weather's quite damp. You can see it's quite rainy and overcast, like it's been for like a year now. I'm not loving it, and either stinking hot or drizzling wet. So I feel like I'm in England. Anyway, if anybody wants to buy a Fairlane, there's a Fairlane there, and make an offer. Our offer won't be considered, and I'm just sick of it taking up space. Next year, or is it this year? You can put it's going out of focus. You can put Club Rego on it. So that would be a fun car to own, actually. And it's just that I have so many cars, I don't really just want it hanging here, and I can't garage it because the garage is obviously full, and it's not big enough. So yeah, make me an offer. So it's afternoon again, and I finished sanding it, and hence the white fingers. Oh, that's just the sun. That was a bloody big job, and especially on this side where I'm not a left-hander, and a left-hander would be handy. So I got a few rub-throughs to thing I'm out of, and I'll just mix up a bit in a gun and just hit it every now and again, give it a bit of a scuff after that. Better to put something on a rub-through, and so then I'll mask it up properly, and we'll put some colour on it. And, but this afternoon I'm doing that now. And I've got a big clean up. I've got to wash the floor and do that sort of preparation stuff. So it'll take a little while. Anyway, for you it probably won't be so long, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching so far. I'll be back in a minute. 2 seconds. I'd like to vacuum all through here. Why is that out here? Should be in the corner there. Oh, would you do that for me?
Yeah, let's talk about what we're doing.
No, hang on. I'm not ready. I've got the sniffles. You've been sneezing, haven't you? No, but no, I don't have a hanky or a tissue.
Oh. What was that thing you used to do when I was a kid? It was something like this. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
That is the world's smallest violin.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to sniffle. So what do you want to know?
What are we doing?
Look, I've told everybody. Have a look at the video. Look, I've sanded all the back of the chute without...
No, what are we doing right now? First thing.
I'm vacuum cleaning. House cleaning.
You just...
We're going to paint the back of the ute orange, of course. I'm just going to paint the back. I've said it in other videos, but I've painted the back of the ute orange, and I'm going to right up to here, and then I will level it out and paint the sides. Finish painting. I want to get it finished painting through and put it back together. It needs to be put back together.
Okay.
So what happens with that?
You missed the spot.
Yeah. Thanks, Einstein. Okay. So that's that bit done. So now we can do this bit.
Get your plastic.
I cheated with this. Mostly cut that to where I want it. Sorry.
Oh, round. Smashes it
Now
out.
that's pretty good.
Out of the hand.
Good. I probably should. So we just fold this down on the inside. Fold
Alright.
yeah.
And again.
Fold from the inside again.
So long.
Yeah.
It's like a plastic babushka.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff actually. So we can just take that off down the bottom here with some tape. And then we don't have to worry about overspray.
Oh, and another one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Kept going. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
So you don't have to worry about overspraying. But you've got to watch, if you don't pin it all down, it'll blow back onto your paint job and then that's pretty nasty. But, that's happened to me.
Is it?
Spraying a Jag once. And I just finished spraying it and it was buffed and stuff and I was packing up my paint and I put my box of paint guns that still had undercoat in it. I put it on the roof of the Jag. It had newspaper down and I had to go, or we were doing work as a truck mechanic, and I had to go and do a job. And the next day we came back and the sun had gone into the shed in the morning. It had heated up a paint pot. It had somehow gone out of a paint pot down and dribbled right down the side of this Jag I just sprayed, green, British Racing green, and destroyed the whole paint job. That was like a month's work.
That sucks.
I
What'd you do? You had to fix it?
fixed it, but it was never as good as it originally was. And the guy that owned the Jag was never as impressed as he was the first time. He was very unimpressed.
Or did he see it before it?
Well, see, his Jag, it was the guy I was working with. He was a truck mechanic too. He bought it for his wife.
Oh, but so he was with you though at the time.
Yeah. He
Oh,
saw
so
it.
he wasn't. He wasn't.
No, I didn't have to tell the customer.
No.
It was his workshop.
Oh well, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
At least.
It was so disappointing. I think it's probably one of the most disappointing things I've ever done. People are going to go, why are you doing it like this?
Doing like what?
Painting that beard and this and
Oh, not doing the whole thing at once.
because I'm a bad painter, I'm not good at it. I'm a mechanic by trade, not a painter. And I need to be able to spray it quickly, put it up level so that it can dry without getting runs. So it's my way of saving runs. what I like less than runs. But anyway, these are all joined, so they'll spray just perfectly. That'll spray up, and then I'll mask that up eventually with this stuff and do the same again. So it'll all be hunky-dory.
Today is the day that the back of the ute gets painted. Thrilling.
I'm pretty pleased. That has been a long road, the back of that ute. It's ridiculous.
Looks good as is, like, yeah.
If you've just seen these grey spots, I don't know if they come up on the camera, they're little rub-throughs, and you just go just a little bit of... We're about to clean it and put the base coat on. So, and the irony is, with the back of a ute, I could work on it forever. Doesn't matter what I do, I never seem to get it exactly perfect. There's always something I look at and go, oh, I could probably tweak here or tweak there, but...
It's pretty good though.
Yeah, on the grand scheme, I'll give it a 99%. But I don't know, that elusive 100%, and they haven't been able to find it yet.
It's an unreachable goal.
Anyway.
Looks good.
Josh will probably film us, painting it. Or maybe anyway.
One would hope so. It's like the pinnacle moment.
I need evidence that Josh actually does help. This is him helping.
I don't need no evidence.
We need lots of evidence. Ooh, it's better.
It should be called Josh Don's Trix.
Josh Don's Trix. Yeah. You can name it that one day, Josh. Hey, look, Don's Trix.
You left it filthy.
You're the cleaner. It's been rubbed back wet, so we've been trying to get rid of all the, your white stuff. I actually know that when you spray, it'll just incorporate into the base coat and just sort of melt in with it, so it works okay. So, but I don't want it there anyway.
Pretty good.
Just all the nooks and crannies.
The temperature's nice.
Yeah, it's a good day. It's about 24 degrees today, Celsius. Hey, wait, Josh.
I reckon we do it.
shit nice. It's pretty shiny. Trust me, guys, if you're here in real life, you'd be happy with it. You'd go, oh, that looks good. It isn't 1000% perfect, but it is 99.9999% perfect, which is as good as I can do. Diminishing returns. That's what I reckon. I've finally painted the back. I can't get it, but you get the idea. It's shiny. I can't get it to come out through the camera, for the camera without daytime. It's getting late, and but she's all pretty shiny. It's probably the hardest bit of painting I've ever done, and I've only just adjusted the inside of the back of the ute, and so I'm pretty pleased to have it done. For some reason, there's no bugs at the moment, so I've got no bugs in it whatsoever. I'm bloody happy about it. You haven't walked in yet.
Nah. I thought I'd savour the moment.
Well, it's a bit messy, isn't it?
Alright, so it's the next day. Wow.
It's pretty. It's so pretty.
It's pretty insane. Like, it's pretty, like, whoa, in your face, hey?
Yeah, larger than life. That's why I chose this colour. You need a colour that's larger than life. Like a yellow or a really nice blue or vermilion fire. Just to remind you, take you back to what cars used to be like when I was younger. Because when you saw a GT or something, that was spectacular. You know, they were a work of art. It's not the case anymore. Anyway, that's it, isn't it?
Alright, let's have a look up close and see.